What up? What's up, everybody? Thank you for sitting through that for me real quick. We are up and running. That is actually an OBS problem. It's very, very weird. It's OBS is, what am I trying to say? It's not like compatible with this camera or something. Basically, every time you stream, you've got to restart the stream, reseat the cables, jiggle the mouse. Exactly, dude. Basically, you guys don't care. You guys don't care what happened. This camera, you have to turn it off and back on every single time you use it. That's what's going on. So anyway, computers, how's everybody doing? It's Friday. Happy Friday. Glad you're here. We've got John in the chat. We've got Mr. Joe Stewart. Look at that beautiful green name. One of our esteemed imaginary friends. What in the world, he says? Yeah, that's when you guys heard the feedback. And that is a mic problem. This mic right here is a curse. This is the biggest virus I've ever encountered. It's the worst thing ever, actually. I'm going to sell it and we're going to get a good mic. Later, we're dealing with it for right now. We've got Babel. What's up, Babel? Windows Update strike again. We've got, did you beat Final Fantasy Tactics 4 on 6? How's it going? I did beat Final Fantasy Tactics. I was actually having a conversation with Raziel offline a little while ago. I beat it maybe 2 weeks ago. You know, this is his, I believe Final Fantasy Tactics is Raziel's favorite game of all time. So I was like, I liked it. I didn't love it. And he was like, what? he didn't care, honestly, but we were just talking about we broke it down together. We talked it off together, got each other's thoughts on it. But I did. I enjoyed my time with it. I don't see myself playing it ever again, to be quite honest. And I can go into that if you're curious, but let's see. John's doing dandy. Jesse's in here. What's up, Jesse? Not so much as a virus as a parasite. That's fair. I am excited to get back to Final Fantasy VI. It's been a sec. I got caught up over the last few days, as promised. I just needed that day off to do it. And I'm back to exactly where we were. But if you remember, I did start it this time on the Game Boy Advance version. So we've got a little more of a superior version than the original SNES one that we were looking at before, which will be kind of nice. I had the smallest amount too much to drink last night, quite literally just feeling uneasy. I do not like it. I told you, man. I told you drinking's not worth it. Even though you can, doesn't mean you should. I'm a big proponent to just forgetting about it. I'm going to increase you guys' chat size here in this view. And Tyler's here. Tyler Gifford X9E. Is this a new and improved Tyler? Is this like Tyler 2.0? Friday, we made it. How y'all doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing really well. And we celebrated Colby's birthday. That's true. And you know what? Imagidaughter #1, her birthday is on Sunday, which is crazy. This is my latest iteration. Beep, boop, boop, beep, beep. Playing Red Dead. That's cool. I've heard those are great games. Check it out, people. We have, and I'm gonna, you know what? Should I go with this view? No, we're gonna go with this view. And I'm gonna turn myself off, the background, that is. That way, you can see it a little bit better. Like this. There we go. How's that? We're gonna put up Christmas decorations in VR. That's a good question. Maybe I should put some Christmas stuff up. That's not a bad idea. Jason, superfan Jason. Yo, yo, yo. Jason, you seem to have been streaming a lot more lately. I'm sad to say I can't pop in a lot, but I see when your streams pop up. I've got your notifications set to all, so I see when you're live. I just haven't been able to pop in, but it looks like you've been streaming a lot of racing and stuff. I found an old picture of myself at about 15 playing Tactics. Oh, dude, you should post that in the Discord. That's an amazing thing to find. That's what cool nostalgia is that. If you don't want to see us, want us to see your face, just put an emoji over the face like people do. But we want to see that picture. If you want to drop it in the in the Discord. By the way, if anybody sees Oliver pop in the chat, he needs to get a hold of me. He still hasn't reached out about his books that he won on our Halloween celebration. No, it was our 4K celebration. He still hasn't reached out to me. I need to get those to him stat. So check this out. I've got the Game Boy already hooked up to the TV. And we can play it on the TV. I was also playing, I was like, man, since it's on the Game Boy now instead of a TV, we could plug it into the TV, or I can lay on my bed like I used to play my Game Boy Advance, and we can play it right here, laying on the bed. What do you guys think? It'd be fun. Oh, by the way, I still need to figure out where to see my viewer count in OBS because I've never figured that out yet. I'm gonna move my mic up a bit. Because it's not in the same spot as it was in my last program, so. I don't think you can in OBS. I think it looks like you have to have a third-party application to do it. Very weird. Obviously, I'm not going to do my homework on that right now, but I was just curious if it was a quick answer. What's the link to the Discord, says Babel? Let me put it in there for you, sir. It's in the description of the video and on the main channel, but let me drop it in the chat just to make it as easy as possible for you. Give me just 2 seconds. Okay. Try that. I don't know if that will make it a link in the chat though. But if not, you can find it in the description of this video or on the main channel's like description. Hello, says Adam's father, Craig Stratton, because you got the same picture, so we know it's you. The super fans are here. Sonny Carter, look at that green, beautiful name. I appreciate you guys. And I'm playing on the Switch too. Jason, you got your Switch too? That's what I'm talking about. Hope you're enjoying it. Okay, well, we'll start Final Fantasy VI on the TV. Make sure we have sound, which, who knows, we might not. There it is. These big, giant, fat pixels. We'll see how it works. And look at that, we can have some background there. You can see a little bit of stuff, you know, behind it. It makes for a nice little background, I think. We'll see if we need to turn the lights off, though, for that glare. Look at those awesome birthday presents. Yes, sir. My birthday presents from John right here. So sick. We do not have sound. Give me a moment. I cannot wait to sell this cancerous audio setup. It's the worst thing I've ever experienced. Just is. Let's see. That's going through here. Do you have sound on the game? I don't think you do, but you might actually. It's telling me that you do, but I don't hear it, so it might be backwards on this. Oh, you have sound. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay. I do not, so give me one moment so I can hear it. We'll see. We'll see anyway. We'll see if we can if I can figure it out. And if you lose sound, don't worry about it. I know I'm toggling back and forth between things. You might have sound just through the mic here. Let me push a button. There we go. Okay, do you guys have... It looks like you might have sound there, yeah? Okay, I hear it too. Might be a touch loud, only a touch. Okay, I can deal with that. That's easy. Thanks, Jason. Thanks, Jesse. Sound we have. Let me know how the volume is with me. We'll try that. Let me know if one or the other is too loud or too quiet. Turn me into a newt. Okay, so here we are. As you can see, I'm automatically running quick without sprint shoes because we're on the Game Boy Advance version now. It's not deathly slow. And we've just finished the lock subplot after the group got split up on the river. We got to do a previously on Imaginator stream because it's been a few streams since we played Final Fantasy VI. Terra, our girl here, joined. She's a magic user. The Empire was using her. We recruited her to the Returners, who are the resistance against the Empire. She met with Bannon here, who's the leader of the resistance. These three are off to Narshe to check out the Esper. Sabin fell off the raft right here, and he's on his own. And then Locke, our thief, treasure hunter, went to spy on the Empire, and he met the General Celeste, who was scheduled for execution, and they teamed up and escaped. And they're heading for Narshe too. That's where we're at. Now you're all caught up. So I got the new Switch 2 because it was my early birthday present. That's right, we're in birthday season for like our whole community. There's so many. John's came and went. Mine came and went. Imagidaughters came and went. Am I crazy, Jesse? Is yours coming up soon or no? Maybe I'm wrong on that. Jason's. There was at least one or two other people that said theirs were coming too. Yeah, Tyler. It's a mess. Basically, this mic, to use it, you have to have the application, the companion like app, and it takes over your entire computer. Like Windows, it takes over mixing everything. So you either have to be a mixing wizard, and it's definitely like skill issue, as the kids say. It's definitely like a lack of knowledge on my part, but it is not plug and play. It is, you are an audio engineer now, and there's 18 channels in every drop down, and there's 4 different options: headphones, audience, myself without the audience, and it's just an absolute mess. I hate it so much. That'd be funny if we started every stream with a previously on Nostalgia Nation. That's what it needs to be. That's a mediocrely edited clip show of what happened. That would be funny. Oh, Jesse's in May. Okay, I remembered wrong. Sounds like a lot of fun. Exactly, Tyler. Okay. We're going to go with Sabin's subquest. What dire fate has befallen Sabin, who leapt from the raft after the fight with Ultros? What happened? First of all, we have this glorious world map music. The Game Boy Advance version is much brighter, too. I did equip Sabin with the Genji glove that I got from Bannon, so he's double attacking here. Oh, yes. Yes, sir. Oh, baby. Look who we got. I missed the merchant. Shadow. We found him at the bar in South Figaro. You another traveler? You don't happen to know how I could get to Narshe, do you? I got separated from my friends. The Empire has set up camp just beyond the forest to the east. The Empire? What are they doing here? I gave Sabin a British accent because I gave Edgar a British accent. And they're brothers, so they have to have the same accent, right? They seem to have their eyes on Doma Castle. So, Doma's next, huh? Where's my water? But I need to get to Narshe right away. Your only road passes through Doma. I can take you there if you'd like. Just know that I may leave you at any time. Take on a traveling companion? Yes. Death is always just a step behind me. All right. Let's see what Shadow's got going on. Kunai and ninja gear. I got some mediocre equipment for him. Wait, I forgot about this. I won't spoil something here for later. Aged man. Oh, for pity's sake, and you call yourself a repairman, causing trouble like a kid. A kid? I don't have any kids. Why do you have to bring up kids? Makes me sick just thinking about it. I think it's time for you to leave now. Go on, get, or I'll toss you out onto the veldt, too. Huh? I think this old chocobo's missing a few feathers. Oh, this is probably my party member. He's missing a few feathers. Who are you? Howdy there. I run a mobile item shop of sorts in these parts. Everyone around here knows me. You're, not from around here, are you? Well, no matter. Need anything? We need to buy shuriken. We need to buy a ton of shurikens because these are awesome. I'll buy 40 of them. That'll last me a while. Plumed hat. Shadow needs one of those. I noticed that, John. Yeah, I'm totally cool with that, actually. Every time, Jesse. The Empire striking back, exactly. Kinvesu's here, what's up? Better check in on your brother. Oh no, what's he up to now? What no good things is he up to now? See you around. By the way, I know this is unrelated, but we've already played through Final Fantasy IX on here. But I got the Moguri mod again, and on my new PC, it looks pretty glorious. They've even actually added a couple other new things that are amazing. Oh, by the way, yes, I did miss your message, Jason. Did you use mouse controls on the Switch too? I've toyed with them. I don't have any games that use them right now very much. Donkey Kong Bonanza had the little clay molding mini game, which uses the mouse controls, so that was fun. I use it on the menu once in a while, but there's really nothing until Metroid Prime 4 that uses mouse controls, so I haven't used them extensively, but I have used them. They're pretty nifty. I love just how smoothly you can just transition between the two. You just literally put the Joy-Con down and boom, you're in mouse mode. It's pretty awesome. His chat was after him all night. What? Were you guys abusing him, Kinvesu? He needs a little abuse now and again, but I'm gonna back up so the pixels aren't so crazy. How long until we get to hear your amazing voice acting? Dude, I'm on it for this game. I sensed a hint of sarcasm there, but that's okay. You know me, I'm just born to act. Miss Nightmare's here. How's it going? How's it going, Miss Nightmare? DragX Drive. I did not try DragX Drive. I know that... Do they have a demo, or is it just a limited test run for that game? I thought that game looked pretty darn boring. I think the concept is really cool, honestly. The wheelchair concept is... It looked fun. But the game's art direction was so bland looking. It looked so boring. I was like, I can't play this. That was a beta. Great but crappy at the same time. I don't like to hear that. What's going on? Kinvesu hasn't played this since he was a teenager. Oh, this game rules, man. You probably remember. Yeah, only at 20 bucks. You know, I've been trying to follow a new principle with everything in my life, including games. And that is the phrase I think a lot of us have heard. If it's not a resounding yes, it's a no. That's what I've been trying to follow. Oh, sorry, Miss Nightmare, I can't help you there. But I can say I'm sorry, and I hope you feel better soon. That's about all the support I can offer. I need a healer in this party. Holy cow, I haven't been healing myself. Oh, show. Good puppy Shadow blocked. Oh, and attacked. I forgot how much damage Shadow does. He did 1,000 plus. You know, just earlier tonight, I was scrolling and my algorithm knows me and it was showing me police videos and it showed me canines taking down criminals. I think that was foreshadowing for Shadow's dog Vector here to come wipe people out. Good thing I've been stealing potions after potion with Locke, because I don't have a healer right now. Sunny watched Goonies for the first time. Oh man, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that in maybe 30 years. Barely remember it. Yeah, Jason, I did get myself Drag X Drive game because I have not yet used the mouse controls. Oh, what's your review on the mouse controls when they're really put to the test like that? Crap, this is not the way I should have gone. Yeah, somebody get Miss Nightmare some goodies. Chipper Rabbit, that's what those are called. Watch Speed again. I've never seen Speed. Sandra Bullock and Neo in a bus, right? Never seen it. I only jumped on for a minute, says Jesse, but before I jump off here, should you get to the train tonight, when you get into the dining car, swap your lead party member and sit at the table. I love that. Yeah, Jesse. I love that. I know exactly what you're talking about. I'll make sure and do it. You know what's angering, though, Jesse? Is in this Game Boy Advance version, as much as I love it, and it's, like, far superior to the Super version. I'm going to turn the lights off after all. They renamed Suplex. Look, Abin's Blitz is named Meteor Strike, which, I mean, let's be real, that's more appropriate because Meteor Strike is a recurring monk attack in the Final Fantasy series. Zell has a limit break called Meteor Strike. I think Tifa, doesn't she? But anyway, you can't suplex a train anymore because it's Meteor Strike. It's like, come on, guys, you knew better. You knew better. Yeah, John, I'd like to watch that one. You can have the 4 different interactions counting the Spectral Companion. Yeah, it's so fun. Yeah, the train part is so cool in this game. My daughter, 18, on the second day of hers, completely shuts down. I just open her door slightly and throw chocolate at her. You're a good father. All right, Jesse, thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate you. Movie night when? When we feel like getting copyright flagged. Okay. I'm gonna save it outside the camp. We do have Kefka tonight. Kefka makes his return. Imperial camp. An Imperial camp. There are an awful lot of soldiers here. Soldier A. Hey, did you hear? Oh, you mean... Shh, keep your voice down. If Kefka catches us, we're toast. They say Kefka's plotting to drive away General Leo so he can take over his position as general. Don't even joke about something like that. If that freak becomes our general, I'll quit. What if he hears you? You'll be locked up. All right, all right. There he is. Dr. Paul. Dr. Paul Smith has joined the party. Thanks for the sub. If you're in here, thank you for the sub, my friend. You must have seen my new VR video that just dropped. If you guys haven't seen the video, go watch it. Uh-oh, here he comes. Quick, back to your post. You keeping a sharp lookout? Yes, sir, Kefka, sir. What a pleasant surprise. How are you today, sir? Please spare me your petty small talk. Just do your job.
And don't let me catch you slacking or I'll make you regret being bored.
Like we're gonna listen to you, you pompous little... What's wrong with that guy anyway? Like General Leo got all the good qualities a man could have and Kefka got stuck with the rest. Isn't such a better translation than the Super Nintendo version. Seriously. Shh, I just told you to keep it down. How many times are you gonna make me say it? You gotta be more careful. General Leo may be a decent man, but Kefka, that guy's twisted. Tell me about it. You there. We're about to storm the castle. The two of you will join the assault squad. Get moving. Charge! This is funny. It reminds me of Monty Python and the Holy Grail. They're like attacking the castle wall. Charge! Oh, we get to meet a new character now. It's hopeless. We can't keep them all out. So this is it. Wait. His theme song's amazing. The battle is not yet lost. Samurai is here, a noble warrior of a foreign land, a faithful retainer to his lord and master. He fears not even death. Cyan. If we can but fell their commander, they should break rank and withdraw. I shall meet him on the battlefield. Dude, Matrix is so good. All right, Miss Nightmare, you relax. Have a good night. Get a hot pad. Eat some chocolate. Sir Cyan, please defeat their commander. They greatly improved Cyan's sword mechanic here as well. Cyan, retainer to the King of Doma. Ready thy axe. Should be thine axe. That's okay. Bushido. His moves are Bushido. That's so cool. Tiger. Yeah, all the moves are different from the original, so I'm like kind of learning them again. Okay, it does drain on them. That's cool. I want to say his first Bushido is good too. Bang. Obtained a black belt. How appropriate. The captain's been defeated. Retreat! Withdraw into the castle. We shall wait within its walls while our enemies grow tired without. My daughter uses a heating pad from Amazon. Oh, one of the plug-in wall ones. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, we'll let Shadow lead the way for a sec. The watchdog there. Won't open. Kick it. Ow. Oh, must have heard that. Let's throw our first shuriken. These things are tough. Holy crap, that didn't even kill it. Vector coming in here wrecking people. Yeah, this was a great game on GBA. I had it on GBA once upon a time. The Pedo would like to have a word with you. They are not pleased with all the dog killing in this game. Sometimes counter. We'll give that to Shadow. Ooh. They are not good guards. I kind of want to fight him just for the experience. You know, just for the friendships we make along the way. We get rid of that magitech armor first. Whew. I gotta remember to use potions like every battle. Or after every battle for 7. So what's everybody's weekend plans? Anybody got anything fun going on? As I mentioned, it's my daughter's birthday. Magidaughter number 1. Oops. So we are headed to the movies to see the second Wicked movie, because she loves the first one. And going out to eat and just hanging out, having fun. Iker's here. What's up, Iker? How's it going? Do nothing, says John. Love it. Oh, thanks, Kimbesu. Yeah, she's 15. Relaxing in all caps, says Tyler. How's the wife and baby, by the way, my friend? What's the new... Babies that young change all the time. Every week they're a different person. What's he up to these days? General Leo, sir, the Domans appear to be playing a waiting game. So they're using their favorite strategy. General, we're ready to storm the castle as soon as you give the order. Patience. If we attack now, there will be too many unnecessary casualties. So he's a good man. General, I'm prepared to lay down my life for the Empire at any time. You're from Miranda, aren't you not? Are you not? I mean, yes, sir, I am, but why do you ask, sir? You would have me go there and deliver the news of your passing to your family? What would I say when I handed them your sword? How could I even look at them? You're a human being before you're a soldier. Don't be so eager to throw your life away. Emperor Gaston wouldn't want you to die for nothing. Yes, sir. General Leo, sir. A carrier pigeon arrived from Emperor Gaston. What? The Emperor summons me. I must return at once. Understood, sir. I'll leave the rest in your hands. Yes, sir. Listen to me. Don't rush things. That's all I ask. Sir, leave it to us, sir. I'm counting on you. So that's General Leo. He may be an enemy, but he seems like a decent man. When I was young, I'll tell you in a sec, we got more cutscenes. That's back.
Once Leo's gone, I can turn this water into a flowing river of poison. Anyone who touches it will be pushing up daisies.
I'm afraid the Emperor has called me back home. Try not to cause any trouble in my absence.
I'll take care of things faster than you ever would.
Think dirty, Kefka. They may be our enemies, but they're still human beings. Try not to forget that.
We needn't show mercy to those who side with the returners. Which is good, because I never seem to have any of the stuff. Yes, you just go off and be a good little boy. Is the poison ready?
But General Leo said...
Leo's not here anymore. I'm in charge now. Fork it over.
Some of our people are being held prisoner inside the castle. If any of them were to drink the water...
Who cares? They're the ones who were stupid enough to get caught by the enemy.
You're inhuman.
Yep. Pests at every turn. Guess I'll have to take care of you too.
His battle sprite, oh, it's not here. It's later. When he's like fully animated at the war in Narshe is super cool looking.
Ouch!
Kefka? Wait.
Wait, he says. Do I look like a waiter?
He really is like the Joker. Joseph Bolkin, is this a different version of the game? Yeah, dude. So because I lost my save data from moving my PC to my new rig, I started over, but I decided to go with the Game Boy Advance version this time. It's a little brighter. The translation is way better. The portraits show up, as you can see, when they're talking. It's just a more polished version. There's a few things missing from the Super Nintendo version. Not missing, but different, that I wish weren't different, but overall, it's a net profit. This version's much smoother. My friend Sue took me and Craig to see Wicked. Oh, nice, Sonny. That was today, huh? Pretty good watching on Wednesday. You saw an early showing, Craig. Tyler says, good. He just learned how to do crunches. Been absolutely busting out reps. Gonna have a six-pack in 6 months. Good. He's gonna be like One Punch Man. One Punch Baby. That's right. Sonny was one of the ones I was trying to remember whose birthday's soon. Happy birthday. I missed your narrations. Way to go. Apply for like 15 jobs. Have 3 interviews. Heck yeah, Sonny. Let's go. Good luck. I know you're going to land one. OST, though, I don't know what to make of it. Yeah, the OST is very different. You get used to it quick, or at least I did. Some songs sound way better, and some I'm like, oh, I kind of want the old, what do you call it? Soundscape, whatever you call that. Yeah, it's a give and take a little. This is where Capture Core would be nice. You mentioned the Pixel Remaster. How would that look in MVR? It would look amazing. The Pixel Remaster is how I played and beat this game. I think 2 years ago is the last time I played it. The Pixel Remaster is incredible. It's definitely the definitive version of the game. Say Thundaga instead of Bolt 2. I don't remember, to be honest, and I only have level 1 spells right now, so we're gonna find out for you. Pixel Remasters are no good? Oh, really, Joe? I liked it. I mean, I've only played 6 as Pixel Remaster. That's the only one I got. I didn't get the bundle or whatever. Wait, we gotta check for treasure chests. Hold on. Put in there. Does Sabbath need a healing? He can use a few more potions. I need a healer so bad. And Locke isn't here to steal more potions for me. All this Magitech armor right here.
You just don't give up, do you?
Fight me like a man. It's just Shuriken every time.
You begin. Youch!
Kefka, wait!
Wait, he says. Do I look like a waiter?
Oh, the flat colors of the sprites.
Yeah. How long do you expect me to put up with this? Next time I won't hold back. Oh, gripe. This is getting tiresome. Hey, you, handle the rest.
Oh, snap. These guys need a shuriken to the face. I really need to use the joystick when I do blitzes. I just use the D-pad. Oh, good, it worked. Thought that was going to be a miss there for a sec. Like both here and in the SNES, there is shading used for them. And there's not in the other ones? Really? I don't know. I remember the Pixel Remasters looking really nice.
Nothing beats the sweet music of hundreds of voices screaming in unison.
That was a quick working poison. The difference is night and day. I'll have to put them side by side and look what you're talking about. I believe you. I just don't remember. Sir Cyan! There's a great deal of activity in the Imperial camp. I think they may be preparing another assault.
Does the water not look a bit odd?
Wonder why Cyan didn't drink the water.
Mr. Cyan. It must be poison. What low-down, contemptible. We must warn the king.
Oh, we're Cyan now for the first time. Gear check. Shoot off. He uses freaking katanas. He's a samurai. It's so cool. Super concentrated poison.
To the king, with all haste. Yes, the throne room is just ahead. Your Highness!
Who's there?
Cyan, Your Excellency.
Oh, Cyan. My sight is failing. I cannot see your face.
Excellency, please, you must be strong.
You have defended this realm since the days of my father before me. I thank you for your service. Forgive me. I failed to protect our kingdom.
No, Excellency, the fault lies not with thee.
I fear for your family. Oh, my chest burns with every breath.
Speak not, my lord. Save thy strength.
Go to your family.
Excellency.
Sir Cyan. You can see his little mustache on his sprite. In the Super Nintendo version, I don't think I ever noticed that.
There may still be survivors in the castle.
Let's split up and search. I don't think there's any loot here.
Elaine! Do not leave me, Elaine! This is unpardonable. Wayne! No! No! This is not possible. This cannot be happening.
His wife and kid poisoned. Now he's pissed.
I will not forgive them. The Empire must pay for this. Yuro-san! And Cyan, retainer to the King of Doma. Enemy, all men to your positions.
Oh.
Thou an enemy as well?
Probably shouldn't have gotten in the middle of that. I don't think I've ever done that. He just clobbered Sabin. I got in front of him and he punched him. That was funny.
Let me give you a hand.
I know not thy name or allegiance, but I welcome thy aid.
I won't waste more shuriken right now.
There will be no mercy. These ones next.
They are tougher than they would appear.
Dang, Sabin can do a ton of damage. Yep. I don't think so. There's no microwave. There was only one bag left and Marcus took it. That's cool for an activity. that. Kid question.
Who poisoned the water?
Will he punch him again if I go in the middle? It only happens once.
Look, I think we're gonna have to do this together.
Thought had occurred to me as well.
Damn. Dude, he attacks a lot. Vector attacks a lot. Get more potions, which we definitely need.
I am in thy debt.
No need for thanks. I'm Sabin from the Kingdom of Figaro. We should get out of here.
I must avenge my family and my countrymen.
If we stick around any longer, we'll have an entire regime down our throats.
There they are, this way.
Oh boy. I have an idea. Follow me. Oh yeah, this is hilarious. I forgot about this.
Sir Sabin, what manner of armored beasts might these be?
Explain later, just climb in.
Sir Sabin, how does one manipulate these abominations?
Oh, for...
Thou art getting... He switches to his language.
Thou art getting to be quite a pain in the... Great, now I'm even starting to talk like you. Listen, see that lever? One right by your hand, push it down.
Sir Sabin, it appears to be reversed.
Yeah, come on.
Shadow just left, didn't he?
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
I cannot stop this monstrosity.
Oh, there's Shadow. He found one.
Okay, let's bust our way out of here.
How cool would this scene be in a remake? It'd be so cool. See you later, Imaginator. I have to sleep. I posted why I missed the streams in Discord. Oh, okay. I'll check it out. Dude, hopefully you have an awesome night. Appreciate you, man. I need to pull up the Discord. Mine's not even pulled up. Just looking for treasure.
Here they come, stop them.
Yeah, it'd probably be hard to follow the stories in a stream, I can imagine. I think most people in the stream have played through this. So it's more like, I remember this part, you can kind of just casually watch. But if you're trying to follow the story, it would be a little tough. All the yapping and whatnot, pausing and breaking it up. That's why I just recommend playing these games. They're incredible. You should totally play them. Yeah, talking about random stuff. It happens.
Do you really think you'd get away?
Alright, Sabin needs to heal up. Stat. Potions just aren't cutting it anymore. Oh, I have healing force now. What am I doing? Could have healed everybody up while I had the chance. I think that was the last battle. Missed opportunity.
Okay, I think we should be safe now. So how do I get to Nashi from here?
Nashi? I believe the only route passes through the forest to the south, but...
Alright. If we're going into the woods, I guess we won't be needing these hunks of scrap metal anymore. Let's get going.
Okay, and with that, let's save it. burning through my okay, I have high potions. I'm gonna cautiously use one of those. Good enough. I tried that VR game inspired by Metal Gear Stealth. It's not bad. Okay, and it's on an Australian team. That's cool. Australian dev team. Nice. I love how we're out here murdering stray cats now. We killed the dogs in the camp, and now we're killing literally the enemies called stray cats. Sucks to suck, cat. I feel bad for the dogs, not so much the cats, I'm not gonna lie. That's a sus looking forest. I thought a chocobo thing would be in the middle of it. Here's Doma Castle. This area's off limits, controlled by the Empire now. There's a pretty cool side quest here later in the game. For those of you who know, if you know, you know, the twist halfway through this game, to this day, is probably one of the most legendary twists in an RPG. I think we can all agree on that. I don't think any RPG has ever done something like that ever since. The twist in the middle of this game was so shocking. You thought you knew what was going on, you thought you knew it was going to happen, and then the twist happens, and you're like, what? If you know, you know. Post it in the chat if you know. But don't say what it is. There's an event that happens in the story halfway through this game that changes the entire game, flips the whole game on its head. It's wild. Portal. Portal's a cool game. I beat the first one, and I watched my son play the second one, and the first. Yeah, I like them. It's not anything I'd like write home about, but the mechanic is so cool. So revolutionary for its time. I remember a buddy showing it to me on PS3, and I was like, this is crazy. Definitely a one-of-a-kind game. You only get one of those in a lifetime, you know? It's a concept that just is its own thing, and it can never be anything else. Portal 2 in VR. That sounds nauseating, but cool. Is it a mod of some kind? I don't imagine that's an official version. Wise Basics here, and look at his beautiful green name, Esteemed Imaginary Friend. Wise Basic, dude, how's it going? If you were in Raziel's stream tonight, I heard he was getting beat up. The chat was beating him up. Ooh, that's cool, John. Pretty well, says Wise. That's good to hear. What are you up to? What do you got planned for the weekend? Hopefully some fun stuff. Can you believe it's almost freaking December? Yeah, I heard the chat. Keen Vesu said the chat was going off on him. Something. All in good fun, I'm sure. Haunted Forest. I mean, look at these parallax backgrounds. They're beautiful. Like, look how cool this is. We need a healer bad. Okay, so Fang performs a rapid sword thrust against a single enemy. Guy readies a devastating counterattack to unleash when next attacked. Okay, that's cool. That's number 2. Number 3, channels focused key energy. Ooh. I won't give away too much, so I'll get in trouble, but the game I'm working on now at my work has a lot of Chinese influence and has a lot of ki. It says here in Cyan's move, channels focus ki energy. Chi energy, really. Ki is the American way we say it, but anyway. Game has to do a lot with chi energy. It's pretty sick. It halves a single enemy's HP. Okay, that's cool. I love how you play the games on MUBR. I like it. I mean, it's a nostalgia sleepover. In fact, what I'm going to do now, so now we got to the forest, I'm going to unhook the Game Boy from the TV. No, that's what I was afraid I was going to do. Gosh dang it. Good thing I just saved it. But I was going to pick up the Game Boy and we're going to play on the bed for a while. You know, remember you used to lay on the bed like this? I'm going to turn the TV off. You'd lay in the bed when you're supposed to be sleeping. I'll zoom it up here in just a sec so you guys can just see the screen a little bit better. The pick up the console button is the same button as pick the cartridge out of it, so you have to be selected on the right component, but I just saved it. We're all good. All good. So we're gonna play it this way, but I'm gonna bring it closer. Whoa. How about that? Now when we should be going to sleep, we're playing. Don't tell anybody. Wise is going to sleep. First one to fall asleep at the sleepover gets pranked. You know the rules. I didn't make the rule book. I think you mentioned it, John. I don't recall, but I think you might have mentioned it. Just a few screens away from where we were. It's okay. I healed him, and I used a regular potion on Shadow. Wise Basic, you're a fan of this game, right? You've played this game before, beat it before? Oh, just remember to have a delicious snack right down here on my shelf. Anybody got good snacks? I'm back with my pretzel pieces with cheddar cheese inside. These things are so good. They're so good. Never played Final Fantasy 3? Dude. Those look so good. Dude, I highly recommend. Okay, so anytime there's a recovery spring, which is refill HP and MP, I want to check my character's status to see how close they are to a level up, so we can take advantage of that while we can. Okay, they're very far away. I won't waste our time with it. What'd you have for breakfast, John? Mountain Dew, probably. Yep, you guys can definitely hear my crunching. Maybe my mic will filter it out? No. You can hear the crunches. I can see it. I can see the bar moving. Why does the stream seem a bit smaller? Is it because my view is pulled out from the Game Boy? Like usually I'm like super close to the screen. Like this. Are you talking about like count? Oh, view count. I'm like, the screen's a little smaller. How many people we got in here? I think last I checked, again, OBS doesn't show it, which is so strange. Looks like we've got about 8 in here. My YouTube says 8. Yeah. That's maybe a little smaller than average. I went the complete wrong way out of the forest, by the way. Tyler's kind of in lurk mode, just listening while I shop for Christmas presents. Dude, it's all good. I just love that you're here. I feel bad that you have Colby's voice in your ear while you're trying to concentrate. But that's on my mind too. In fact, this weekend I need to talk to my kids about, give me your lists. I need to start shopping because I'm like you, Tyler. I get it done like, usually I'm approaching being done already. This year's been a little weird, so I haven't started yet, but I usually get it done like within the first few days of December. So it's just done, out of sight, out of mind. Raziel and I and our whole family are going to, we're traveling for Christmas. So we're all going to be together. It should be fun. And I want my presents done before that. Before Christmas week. And now my kids are at an age where they don't want little things anymore. They want expensive stuff. There's the train. You see the train? This is so cool. This game just has the craziest ideas.
A train? I thought all of Doma's railways had been destroyed in the fighting.
There could be survivors. Let's take a look inside. Hey, looks like we can get in through here.
Sir Sabin?
We can't just wander around here all day. We have to check inside.
Sir Sabin?
He winks. Don't worry, it'll only take a second.
Sir Sabin?
Is he mad because he didn't buy a ticket first?
What in the world? We must leave at once. This is the Phantom train.
Too late.
It's moving.
We must get off this train at once.
The door won't open.
I fear we are too late.
What did you say this train was?
This is the Phantom train. It carries the souls of the departed to their final destination.
Wait a second. You're saying this train gives us a one-way ride to the afterlife?
Unless we find a way off, I'm afraid that is exactly where we will end up.
Well, I'm afraid this is... that's a trip I'm gonna have to pass on.
If it won't let us off, then we'll stop it ourselves.
Let's make for the engine.
Save point here, I believe. First random battle. Uh-oh, stuck on the Phantom train. So cool. This game is just full of wacky ideas. It's so cool. There's the good boy coming in and smashing enemies. Sunny. Why, all right, Imagine. I would like all of your books signed, Lego Game Boy, N64, Super Nintendo, oh, and those pretzels you have for Christmas. That's a pretty good list. Please and thank you. Sincerely, Wise. Got it. I've got my elves working on it right now. I will send it directly to you with the power of friendship. Via the power of friendship. Here's our buddy. What's with this guy? He seems to want to accompany us. Bring the ghost along? Sure. As a kid, I always thought his portrait was so cool. Look how cool that is. You can just temporarily team up with a ghost in this game. It's no big deal. Oh yeah, John, the elves are still making your Metal Gear Solid copy. If you want your Christmas decorations for your MEVR room, you can send me your JSON and file and PNG files for your room, as well as your UGC folder, and add some Christmas decorations. I appreciate you, man. No worries, I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it. I have dreadful news. I just made some cereal and grabbed Cocoa Crisp because it was in the front. That stuff is so good. No, I know where this is going, though. I had my fill and put everything back. There were Lucky Charms tucked away. Okay. That I didn't see. That is quite terrible. I thought you were going to say there was no milk. That's the worst feeling. You got a delicious looking bowl of cereal and then there's no milk. Lucky Charms versus Cocoa Crisp. Which one's better, chat? Lucky Charms or Cocoa Crisp? They're both so good. Also, put your favorite cereal in the chat. Thanks. Well, it's past my bedtime, so good night. I'll have to try Final Fantasy III. Do Wise. I appreciate you, my man. Thanks for being here. Have a great weekend, sir. Lucky Charms wins for sure. Fight me. Lucky Charms and Cocoa Crisp. I can respect that. Lucky Charms are so good. I don't do cereal. John, you're a mod. Can you kick John out of the chat? My preview of Drag X Drive It is an awesome game, but hard to control with mouse and Joy-Con, so it is hard to control. Okay. Fun fact for you guys. Ready? Some Imaginator trivia. My wife and I, at our wedding, guess what our wedding food was? Cereal. Not joking. Oh, you don't like milk. That's how Imagidaughter number 1 is. She hates cereal. She likes milk, but she hates cereal. I don't know why. It was pretty cool. People were like, really? That's what you want to do? And me and my wife were like, we both love cereal, so that's what we're doing. We made it fancy. They were in like the glass dispensers and, you know, we had muffins and stuff there, but like people were amazed when they showed up to the reception and they're like, cereal? Yeah! Like, and the kids loved it, of course. People, you know, wedding food can be good, but it's fancy and whatever, so people were so relieved. You could see the relief on parents' faces when they're like, oh my gosh, Captain Crunch. It was amazing.
Might these be timetables?
These? Oh, they're all blank. This train carries the dead to the afterlife. It's a little tough to be making timetables with as much conflict in the world as there is now.
Oh, that's dark. He's like, there's too many people dying, so we gave up.
Wonder what this is for. Why don't we see what happens if we pull it?
Sir Sabin, I think it would be best not to touch that.
He does it.
Whoops, my hand must have slipped.
What?
Oh, thou art truly insufferable. Diane, you're not... You're not scared, are you?
What? What dost thou mean? It's not as though I have an aversion to machines, or try to stay away from them as much as humanly possible, or anything like that.
Diane, so you're afraid of machines?
What gave it away?
Essentially a samurai that's afraid of machines. That's so awesome. Captain Crunch and Crunch Berries are my favorite. Dude, good choices. The original Captain Crunch, there's just something about it. I love it so much. Waffle Crisp is a good one. I have to admit though, as much as I love cereal, I haven't been eating it a lot lately. Really sugary cereals like kind of screw me up now that I'm an old man. I don't eat breakfast much anymore, but there was a time, probably a good decade, where I could not function unless I woke up and had cereal first thing. Yeah, your mouth suffers. It rips apart your mouth. That's true. Speaking of being an old man, okay, tell me if I'm crazy, chat. Grape nuts. Grape nuts are so good. It's like eating gravel, you know that? Like gravel cereal. It's so good though. I don't know what it is. So the one problem with this version of the game is I don't remember if the Game Boy Advance version fixed the Vanish and Doom glitch. Once your whole party starts getting magic in this game, there's a trick you can do with 2 spells. You vanish an enemy, and then you use Doom on an enemy, and it kills them in one hit no matter what, even bosses. They took it out of this version because it was kind of an exploit from the original. And if that's the case, we're in for some tough boss battles that I usually cheated through. So I ate grape nuts in boot camp. One of the few foods that wouldn't weigh me down in the immediate PT after breakfast. Oh, that's interesting, Babel. See, Babel knows. Oh, I dropped my cracker thingy. Favorite non-RPG game? Good question, John. Are we talking just JRPGs, or are we talking like anything with RPG elements? Like, my first thought was Ghost of Tsushima. Open world, right? Real-time action. But some might consider it like an action RPG because there's like progression through skill. I don't know. I think it's an open world action adventure game. Non-JRPG. Ghost of Tsushima comes to mind first. I don't know if I'm ready to claim that's the one, but it's close if it's not. Let's see here. Ghost is probably the best game I've ever played, says Tyler. Dude, right? It's so good. I may have explained this on the channel before, but I can tell you guys. And that, in fact, me and Raziel did that collab a while back where we discussed our favorite games of all time. I talked about it a little bit in there, but that game is like Sucker Punch just reached into my brain and extracted all my favorite things and put it in the game perfectly. Obviously, I have a big history with Japan and Japanese culture, right? Lived there a long time, speak the language, all that stuff. Studied the same martial art that Jin Sakai in that game does, the sword fighting style and stuff. Iaido, Kenjutsu. Me and Raziel studied that. Plus, I love Akira Kurosawa films. There's a freaking Kurosawa mode in the game where you can turn it black and white. And then the game is just awesome on its own merits. It just did everything right for me. There's almost nothing I would change about that game. It's so freaking good. And all of the combat stuff he does is real. It's all authentic. It's so good. Dead end. I was shocked how good that game was. And that came out in 2020. My horse died, dude. I was torn up in that scene. It was devastating. Yeah, dude. Not my favorite, but probably the best. What's your favorite, Tyler? Maybe you've already posted it. I'm going to check the chat here in a sec, so I don't die. Shadow needs some help. There we go. Favorite non-RPG, JRPG, says Babel. I would say Landstalker. If that doesn't count, then Bionic Commando on the NES. Good choices. I don't know what Landstalker is, though. Yojimbo and Sanjuro are the best movies. Babel, you know your stuff. Dude, Sanjuro is so... I think Tsubaki Sanjuro is the best samurai film ever. I know that might be blasphemy. You've got Seven Samurai, which is incredible. You've got The Hidden Fortress, which is incredible. A bunch of modern ones, but dude, there's something about Tsubaki Sanjuro. And the remake, I don't know if you guys know, but there's a remake of Tsubaki Sanjuro that came out when I was living there. When was that? After I came home from my missionary work and then I went back to live there again. That would have been 2008 or something. And the remake came out and I saw it in theaters there and it was so great. And the remake is a shot-for-shot remake. I know it's blasphemy to have somebody else replace Mifune Toshiro-san, but the dude did an amazing job with the remake. It was so good. Could not give me a favorite game. Cruel devs. Don't ever write a favored animal companion dying in your new job. I will try. I will do my best. I'll be like, guys, we cannot do this. Change it. I'll go in the middle of the night and change it. I wonder if I can sneak any of you guys' names into the game. That would be cool. What do you suppose that was all about? No escape. No escape. Who's there? He came from over here. No escape. They're coming after us. No escape. No more of them this way. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. No escape for you. No soup for you. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. No escape for no soup for you. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. No escape for you. They just don't let up. I believe we have reached a dead end, Sir Sabin. All right. Is that an idea? Yes. The time has come to put my training to use. Come, Cyan. Nice work, Sabin. No escape. Hey, they couldn't still be. Even the ghost is surprised. They just don't let up. We'll have to detach the rear cars. So all those people on those charts aren't going to the afterlife. They're not going to make it. That's where, like, possessing and haunting ghosts come from. They didn't make the train ride. That should be the end of that. There are many I love. Metal Gear Solid 1, Red Dead 2, Batman Arkham Asylum. I know, there's just so many. Like, I could probably list you 10 off the top of my head that could contend for my favorite game outside of JRPGs. Fun fact about Sanjuro, the duel with Mulberry and the other guy, his name escapes me, wasn't choreographed, and the big blood spurt was an accident? The pump broke and the cast thought he was really cut. I didn't know that. Of course, the infamous scene, right? It's hilarious. The big cut happens and just blood. Water falls out. Like it's like a fire hose, and I laughed so hard the first time I saw that as like a teenager. I didn't know it was a mistake and the hose broke though. I mean, that would explain why it's so ridiculous and it feels like it's out of tone for the rest of the movie. So I always wondered why they went so over the top with that part. I can't put my finger on it, but I feel like there's no escape. Right? I don't know why I get that feeling too. It's like somebody told me once or something. Part of my love of games is storylines. That's what makes or breaks a game for me, is story. To be honest. Oh. Save point. What are we doing on time? Wow, whoops. Saved in file 3 as well. We're cooking on time, actually. We'll definitely beat Sabin's side quest. Doesn't it though? It looks great on GBA. I think it's a really successful port. The weirdest thing I remember when I had this on actual GBA was, of course, the GBA only has A and B buttons. It doesn't have X and Y, which is so weird. As you can see the GBA right here. Because they ported so many Super Nintendo games to the Game Boy Advance. It's so weird it didn't have an X and Y button, but they made it work. Something I had to get used to playing with this is this controller right here is go into the menu of this game. You'd usually push X, right? Like most RPGs in this era. But I gotta push start on this to go into the menu. The GBA even had L and R. Like, it's so weird they just excluded X and Y. I wonder why they excluded X and Y. Dad joke, level 50. There's an interview with the actor that played the guy that lost the duel. He talks about it. So when you see the replay of that scene, the cast's reaction is genuine. That's amazing. I gotta go get something, Babel, real quick. I gotta show you something. One sec. It's a max level dad joke off the top. Thank you, thank you. I'll be here all night. Give me one sec. There's something in the other room I'm gonna grab you and show you, Babel. Okay. So show and tell time. Here's my, I have to hold it in front of me so you can see it. My Tsubaki Sanjuro DVD. This is the remake. I do have the original as well on VHS, actually. This is the remake. This is what Sanjuro looks like in the remake. And the dude above him is, of course, the antagonist that we're talking about. Can't remember his name either. It escapes me. But dude, the remake is literally shot for shot, word for word of the original. It's so good. It's so good. But I had this like special edition box that I bought when I was there because I loved it so much. It's got like the script book and all kinds of special stuff in it. And right next to it on my shelf, because they're in alphabetical order, I've got my special edition Seven Samurai Blu-ray. Amazing. I need to watch this again. Anyway, that's it. That's show and tell. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I need to watch both of these again. Samurai movies. The Japanese equivalent of westerns, like our westerns that we love so much. I tracked down a copy of that. Dude, if you want, Babel, if you want a copy of... It's actually pretty hard to find. Tsubaki Sanjuro, the remake. The Seven Samurai one's just on Amazon, but... If you want a copy of it, I'm checking right now on my other screen. I think I have it backed up in my Google Drive, and I could totally just drop you a Google Drive link to it if you want. Oh, you have the Criterion copy. I had that too, and then I lent it to a friend, and he never gave it back. I was like, hey, do you have that? Like, he was well-intentioned. I'm like, do you have that? Can I get it back? He's like, didn't I give that back to you? I'm like, no, you didn't. Like, I'm OCD about, like, lending stuff. Like, I know you still have it. He's like, oh, I don't know where it is then. I'm like, you freaking punk. Food, bring me everything you've got. Okay, Babel, I'll look into it. You're on the Discord, right, Babel? I can't remember. Is this train's food truly safe to eat? What are you worried about? Can't wage war on an empty stomach. Do what thou wilt, sir. I'm sure there is no stopping thee. Snarf. Slurp. Nice. the ghosts are serving ghost food. It's so cool.
Phew, I'm stuffed. Shall we get moving?
Yep, just joined. I posted that picture, by the way. Okay, I gotta pause and check out the picture too. I gotta get my Discord up here. There's been a few posts I need to check out in there. Okay, that way I can reach out to you, babe. I'll track it down and I'll message you like the link so you can grab it. Frick, now that I'm thinking about it, do I have it backed up? We'll get back to you on that. But I don't know if you're in the torrenting scene or not, but if you are, if you have a way, it's worth checking out. The DVD player, I know, it's so difficult. You know, you just gave me a thought, John, because before I have my PC had a DVD drive still. That's how old it was. And this is, of course, not American DVD device region. So, I could only watch this on my PC, and I think that's why I'm thinking I have a ripped copy of it, because I think I did that when I put this in the computer. But now with my new PC, I don't have a, CD drive anymore, or a DVD drive. I'll have to experiment with that. My PS5 is literally the only disc media reader in my house, and of course that is a different region, so that won't read it. I'll have to think about this. Yeah, no problem, Babel. I'll do what I can. Yeah, I eventually, I mean, I don't need a DVD drive that much. I'm just gonna boot up Discord here. But I think I will have to just eventually get an external, like USB DVD drive or something, so I can do a thing or two here or there. They're not expensive, so. Ooh, Jason's new setup is in the Discord. That's looking awesome. Babel! Dude. Infinite awesomeness. I was at home playing Final Fantasy Tactics for the umpteenth time. If this is when I think it was, I would meet my future wife in about a month or so. That's wild. Just for privacy, just in case you don't want me to, I won't put it on the screen, but I'm looking now. That's an amazing picture. It's very like early 2000s, and I love it. Even, man, it's like, it looks 90s actually. I'm just looking at the furniture, even your desk, your computer desk. Like, I think we had that exact computer desk, to be honest. I see Tactics on the TV. I see your PlayStation underneath it. Dude, that's an incredible picture. That's amazing. Okay, let me get back. Thanks for posting that. That's cool. Still a large user of DVDs. Yeah, I like my physical media with like DVDs and such. YouTube would strike it down, but I'm in the process of convincing Kobe to run one in Discord. Run what? Missed it. Oh, would it be possible to do a nostalgia sleepover movie night in MU? Or would YouTube strike you down? Yeah, so that would be amazing. Like, we talked about doing Ghostbusters one time. I think that'd be really cool. And honestly, like, I don't care if it's not monetized. I don't care about that at all. But yeah, it might get removed for like copyright. I might have to take it down. But that's what the Discord's for. Like, we can probably do it. That is useless for him. I don't have any relics for Cyan to wear. You don't mind, Babel? Okay. Check this out, you guys. How amazing is that? Is that like not the most mid-90s picture you've ever seen? Big chillin'. Exactly, John. And they can even ban you for life. So it's a risky game to play, but that's why we do it in the Discord. We have a pretty big community in the Discord, and we just announce it all over the channel, you know, and do that instead of a stream. I think it'd be just fine. That is an amazing picture. And like, yeah, I had this exact computer desk, like 100%. Are these VHS tapes on top of here? Oh no, those are PC games. Maybe I see a Windows box right here. Now I'm like studying it. There's tactics there on the TV. You've even got the appropriately creepy 90s like doll. The furniture, it's perfect, man. It's perfect. I love it. Yeah, old DOS games, dude, that's so cool. Those DOS game boxes were huge too, and they had like one CD in them. Oh, I forgot about this. Gilgamesh, or this game's equivalent of Gilgamesh, is in here, right?
Hold it right there. I am Siegfried, the greatest swordsman in all the world.
I don't know why he has that voice, but he does.
And that treasure belongs to me. If I were you, you over-muscled moose, I'd grab Grandpa there and run away while you still can. Greatest windbag is more like it. You're the one who had best beat a brave retreat. What? Brazen words for a man about to be spitted upon my blade like a plump and juicy pig. God.
I can't remember quite where this quest goes. You beat him here.
Kids had better get ready. Hee-yah!
He's like super weak. And you beat him up here, and he takes the treasure, but you can fight him again later, I think. Squeeze up.
Had enough yet?
That's it. A literal ghost punches him once and he dies.
All bark, no bite. No, it cannot be, but the last laugh belongs to me. Wah, the treasure is mine. Au revoir, my friends.
Yeah, you can catch up to him later. I'll have to try and rack my brain to remember when that happens. My mom collected those dolls. They were creepy. Thanks, John. I appreciate it. I will think about it. I will think about it for sure. I would say hold off for now. I like to maintain as much control as I can on the channel. I know you're helping, obviously. I greatly appreciate it. I always just like to keep two hands on the wheel with projects like this.
You want to stop the train? Search every corner of the engineer's compartment. I'm sure there's a way.
The conductor doesn't even know how. Phoenix down, sniper eye. Now I've got a relic for sight. I knew one of these was a monster. I couldn't remember which one. I should be using stronger attacks. Gonna throw a ninja star right in the ghost's face. Woo! Ouch. What movie? Yeah, that's the question. Maybe we should do a poll about it. Hyper Wrist. If it's affiliated with my channel, it definitely needs to be family friendly. I mean, I'm not saying we have to watch the Goofy movie or anything, but like, it needs to be like PG-13 range or lower. Just because I want to make sure my channel's brand is always kind of relatively family friendly, even in the Discord. But there are plenty of great movies that fall in that category. I'm kind of thinking, keep the theme of nostalgia. We could do like The Never-Ending Story, which is one of my favorite movies ever. There's all kinds of good 80s movies we could do. The background audio I'm hearing really reminds me of Dark Savior on the Sega Saturn. I wonder if the music composer was the same. Nobuo Uematsu did the music for this. I don't know if he did anything for the Sega. I could be wrong about that. I'm not sure. I'll set up the poll, John. I'll take care of it. Yeah, I don't mean to throw shade at Goofy Movie. That's one of Disney's best movies ever. I would totally watch that, right? Yeah, I love that movie. In fact, me and my kids were just talking about it the other day. Stand out above the crowd. In fact, yeah, that's what brought it up. Is we saw a T-shirt. It's a fairly popular T-shirt, but it had like a Powerline. It was a Powerline T-shirt as if it was a real tour, and on the back it had all the U.S. cities the tour went through. It's pretty cool. You're leaving? Hi, Ghost. Thanks for the help. Guess we're on our own again. Back to the Future is a great one. Monty Python's a good one. Yeah, I'll figure it out. I mean, right here on my wall, we have... Here, let me pause this. Never-Ending Story. The original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which is amazing. Just saw that in theaters this last summer. Back to the Future. Willow is incredible. Yeah, great stuff. Great stuff. Bruce Lee's down here. Of course, that one's... I wouldn't be able to show that one on the channel. There we go. Final save before the boss. Now, oh, I wanted to look up... I have not seen that, John. My sister sent me a link of the original voice cast doing a live-action recreation of the Possum theme park song. No way! That part is so funny. It always cracks me up how they're like short-circuiting and blowing up. Can you do the Vanish and Doom trick on the GBA version of FF6? I bet you anything they took it out. No, the notorious Vanish and Doom trick was intentionally patched out of the GBA version of Final Fantasy VI. Okay, so we're gonna have to punch through some bosses that I have not fought in a real way for a long time. It'll be fun. I'm willing to just level grind offline if we need to. However, I do think we can kill this boss still in one hit. Let's find out. This is the engineer's compartment. Oh, we've got to find a way to stop this thing fast. I think it's this one and this one. Batman 89. I think I only saw that once as a very small kid. I hate superhero movies in general, usually, but like Batman is definitely the best out of all of them as far as like being legitimately good movies, I think. I don't not like Batman. I just not really my jam, you know. Phantom Train itself is talking. So you're the ones who have been slowing me down and cut off half of your heart. Here we go. Legendary fight. Fighting the Phantom Train. I mean, we have to suplex the train once before we kill it, right? See if I can remember it. Got it. Suplex the train! Ah! Alright. Oh, he's been imped. We'd use a Phoenix down on the train, and it should kill it in one hit. Goodbye, sir. One hit kill. Short circuit. Here it is. You don't like how the boss theme sounds, Joe? I think it sounds okay. We'll let you go, but first there is something I must do. This is so sad. The original is perfect. I'm not going to argue that. You've never seen Princess Bride, John? I might get some hate for this, but it's overrated. It's okay. I don't love Princess Bride. It's fine. There's some funny parts and stuff in it, but I didn't see it growing up, and it got so overhyped. And then I watched it as like I rented it alone as like a teenager, as like a 19-year-old or something. I was probably 17, and I was like, is this the right movie that everybody was telling me to watch? Like, it's good, it's fine, but like, it's not that funny. It seems we have arrived. But I got to see the train get suplexed, so it's all good. Yeah, we had to do that. What are we even playing this for if we didn't do that? Ooh, woo. Glad to be off that thing. How am I going to do Gao's voice when they meet Gao? The faster we leave that train behind, the better. Is that Elaine? Owen? Diane, was that your wife and son? The train's leaving. Please wait. So sad. Elaine! Owen! Love, you made me so happy. Thank you. Dad, I'll keep practicing with my sword so I can keep Mom safe. Oh. Best leave him be. So sad. A lot of 80s films I need to catch up on. That would be a fun way to do community night for sure. I'm just trying to think. We'd probably just do a Discord chat, right? And then I would just share my screen, I guess, and play something off my computer is how it would work. Let's green cherry cyan. So he's not an imp anymore, which in Japanese was a kappa, kappa status, because we don't have kappa in the West, so they had to make up an imp. They called it an imp instead. We got 15 minutes. Let's see next. There's a town down here, isn't there? Oh no, we've got to jump down the waterfall. Is that this part? Oh my gosh, Shadow is like dead. I could use a tent right now. We're all pretty creamed from the train fight. I don't think I've used a tent in this game yet. I've been salvaging them because they're so expensive. Jason's still in the house? Oh yeah, that would be fun. Do it on the TV. With the video set, the video cassette. Net play I'm wary of for something like that. A, it's so difficult. I think, John, you might be the only one capable of doing it. And B, like, in something in a stream like that, I think any more than one voice, audible voice, is a crowd. I think it would get pretty chaotic pretty quick. Final Fantasy IX's tents took inspiration from this game's tents. They're the same design. And some of them have the little Moogle pom-pom above it as well. I gotta put these away before I eat too many of them tonight. Let's see, we got 10 minutes. Let me just jump in here. Of course, take one step, you can do a battle. I feel like, Joe, at least the world map theme sounds good still, I think, in this version. It sounds similar, to me at least. This must be Barren Falls. To the south of here lies the Veldt. It is a wild and dangerous land, inhabited by all manner of ferocious beasts. But if we turn around and go back, the Empire will be waiting for us. The village of Mobliz lies on the eastern coast. We can make it through the Veldt. We could head there. I have served my purpose. Shadow! Thanks for your help. Let's team up again sometime. Shadow's backstory is amazing, too. I think we've just got a couple battles here, and then we'll arrive on the Veldt, and we'll save it, and we should be all set. I could do it fine, hosting that is, but do I want to do it? Netplay is just so complicated and messy. Not really in theory, but in practice. I mean, you know there would be kinks that would pop up. People that want to get in and try it wouldn't be able to, because you gotta, sometimes it requires pretty insane screwing with your router settings and your Wi-Fi settings, and I mean, it would be an absolute nightmare to get like the MUVR netplay side of things like going really smoothly for a lot of people. People that know how to do it already would be fine. It just adds another huge level of complication that I don't think is worth the cost. I like to keep my streams as simple as possible. Oh, I'm thinking of going down the river after the belt. That's right, when we have Gao with us, because we have to get the helmet and all that stuff. I was getting that part mixed up with this one. There he is. I was like, I know there's a boss one coming up soon. I don't have a healer. Stop hitting me with things. El Nino. His move is called El Nino. That's new for this version. That's funny. And it killed us. Wow. Wow. Good thing I just saved. One of the rare, I think the only time in this whole game that you're forced into a party that has no healer abilities at all. Other than items. We'll try this one more time. One more time. Yeah, because you get Gao after this, and he is not a healer at all either. And then you're reunited with everybody in Narshe, and I think from that point forward, you at least always have one person with healing magic. Mid 300s. I just need to remember to keep everybody that high. I feel like I haven't been to an item shop in ages in this game. I want to buy new equipment for everybody so badly. Okay, before I kill these three, I need to heal up. I don't even understand that sentence, John. I'm assuming that's a song in a band? There were three more. I kind of hope that that's not the case. I hope that's just the sentence you decided to write for fun. I'd like that better. Okay. Rizolpas is this guy's name. Oh, shit. El Nino was like a one-hit kill. I think it killed me instantly last time. Give one potion to Sabin also. Yeah, it is random. I'm going to need to give this a try again. I picked up the GBA version all those years ago and lost interest after a couple of hours. The Pixel Remaster looks like a good choice. I don't know, man. I loved the Pixel Remaster of this. I won't spoil anything if you don't know. The opera scene has some extra love put into the development. I'll just say that. It's not just the same old vanilla version. The opera scene kind of blew my mind. That's all I'll say about it. They improved it over the SNES version, I'll say that. Oh, I love Gao's theme. What's Gao's voice gonna sound like? A youth draped in monster hides, his eyes shining with a warm and gentle light. I never used Gao very much, but I kind of want to. I heard it's just so hard to train him on the Velt to get all of his special abilities. I never know which abilities are good. Ooh, Now we're on the Velts. Okay, we got 2 minutes. I'm going to save it. We're going to make our way to the little town over there. It's not a town, isn't it? Just like a cabin. What a cool idea, though, this Velt area. It's like every enemy in the game could appear on this. It's like the Wildlands or whatever, like where anything can happen. You can meet Magitech soldiers here. It's crazy. Super easy enemies, super tough enemies. You don't get experience here, right? If I remember right. No experience points. You just fight to fight. Gao learns his abilities by fighting different. He's your blue mage in this game. He learns different abilities by fighting enemies. He adopts their moves. Gao's backstory is really sad too. It's like everybody in this game has like such sad backstories. Four. So Babel, you still have the GBA version of this, like on cartridge? It's pretty cool. Oh, it is a full town. Okay. And it's midnight where I'm at, which means the end of stream, but I am going to stay at the end because we're trashed. Maybe I'll save the exploring for next time. Exploring and shopping. I have the Game Boy Advance version as well, but it's not the true cartridge. I have one of those like ripped cartridges that's like has 30 games on it or whatever. Oh, he traded it in years ago. Okay. It's like, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool little collector's item. If I would have kept that kind of stuff, you know, you just never know. As a youngin', you don't know what you got till it's gone. I had Chrono Trigger in pristine condition on Super Nintendo, box and instructions. Bought it from my video store when they were selling their cartridges to make way for CD games for 15 bucks. Maybe it was 20. 15 to 20 bucks. I bought Chrono Trigger. Box with instructions in brand new condition. Did I sell it later? Yup, because I'm an idiot. All right, guys. Well, let me, thanks for the streams this time. Oh, of course, it's good to be back, more or less. I know I'm still struggling through some of these technical difficulties here. Pull this cartridge out now that we're done. There it is. Yeah, fun stream. And we'll jump back in on Monday. I should be here on Monday. It is Thanksgiving week. The Thanksgiving falls on a Thursday. I don't think Thanksgiving schedule will affect my streaming schedule. It might the Friday after Thanksgiving. I might still be doing stuff with my family, but maybe not. They might all be in bed like at the normal time still. We're not doing much for Thanksgiving. It's just me and my wife and kids. So Razio might come over. I don't know what he's doing. But yeah, I should be back Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday next week. The only other thing I would mention is Magidaughter number 1 said I should stream Miitopia on the 3DS. She said it's a hilarious game, and I've heard it's good. I've wanted to check it out for years. Maybe that'll be a good in-betweener game if we need one to juggle back and forth between Final Fantasy VI. So Miitopia I'm thinking about as well. Yeah, the triple triad cards that John made me are over on the bed over there. The only legit Game Boy Advance card I have is the Minish Cap. I've never played Minish Cap. I'll never trade a game in again for that exact reason. Exactly. Yep, I've got a few, you know, my Black Label Final Fantasy 9, my Japanese Black Label Legend of Dragoon, my Japanese Black Label Final Fantasy 9. I've got a few cartridges that are Raziel and I, they kind of belong to both of us, but we trade them back and forth, including Final Fantasy 3, Super Metroid. Yeah, like I don't have a lot of like my old games anymore. I really don't, which is why I'm so grateful for MUVR, because then I can just relive all the glory days without taking up shelf space and without spending money. But appreciate every one of you as always. Keep it real. In the Discord, I'll keep in touch with you guys. Babel, I'll check into Sanjuro and let you know what I find. Once more, a call out for the new sub channel within the Discord called Pathia Games, which is the game studio I work for now. I'll keep you guys posted with anything I can on status of that game. I don't think anyone will see this stream ever that shouldn't, but I will just say this: there may or may not be a trailer coming out by the end of the year. First trailer in 2 years since the game was initially announced. So we'll see. We'll see. I didn't say that. You didn't hear it from me. May or may not happen. I don't know. First paycheck is actually on the way, John. I sent it by barrel. It's floating across the sea as we speak. Okay, that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Happy Friday. Happy weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Know you're loved. Know you're cared about, especially here at Nostalgia Nation. And I'll catch you guys Monday. See ya.